because I probably just upload this. Okay, it says it's
That's
recording.
okay. Okay,
Go ahead.
so welcome everyone. I'm glad that you could join us for Sonia's party. We are going to make hand pies today in the Deluxe air fryer. And it's a really easy recipe. I will be talking about each of the products I'm using as I'm using them. I am going to tilt my phone down so you can see where I'm working. So if you need to ask me anything, just ask and you just won't see my face. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to use is one of our prep bowls. We have three sets. We have the 1 cup, 2 cup, and 3 cup. This is part of the 3 cup. Comes in a set of 2, and they have lids. And I don't know if you can see in there that the measurements are etched in the glass. So I'm going to start by measuring. The original recipe was blueberries, but I didn't have any blueberries, so we're going to make raspberries. And I need a 1/4 cup of blueberry jam. So I'm going to use our measurable cup. And this is the medium size. We have 3 of them. We have the bigger one that is 2 cups. This one is 1 cup, and then we have a mini one. And the way the measurable cup works is 2 parts. One goes inside the other. The best way to do it is where it says for liquids right here. When you put them together, the opening goes that way. So you just push it in. And you can measure liquids using all the blue measurements here, just like a regular measuring cup. Or if you flip it the other way and use the red measurements, that's when you can measure any semi-solid. So this is great for jams, mayo, peanut butter, honey, anything like that. So right now we need a 1/4 cup of the blueberry jam. So I'm just gonna push it down to a 1/4 cup. And I am gonna use our skinny scraper. Get the jam. And our scrapers are great. They are actually heat safe. I believe it's to 450 degrees. So you can actually put them in a pan and cook with them, and they won't melt. And the heads are fused into the handles, so they won't come off. Okay, so now that I have done that, the way that you do this is you just push on the plunger, and as you can see, everything comes off. And you didn't have any leftovers. Like when you're using a regular measuring cup, sometimes it's really hard to get stuff out of it. Now I'm gonna measure a 1/4 cup of the raspberries. And for those, I'm gonna use our measuring cups. They're stackable. And as you can see, they all fit together. They come with this little knife, so you can even out if you're doing flour or something, you can even it out. And measurements are right there on the handle. And what I like about these cups is the first time I used them, I actually needed a 1/2 cup. So I was like, okay, so 1 cup. And then I went like this. And I'm like, that is too big. Well, this is 3/4 of a cup. And the next one is 2/3, which are usually measurements that you don't get on measuring cups. Usually you just get like 1 cup, 1/2 cup. You know, how many times your recipe says like 2/3. So it's really nice that we have those measurements. And you can take any of the cups off and then they all snap right back together. So you're not gonna have cups everywhere or to have them all tied up, you know, with happens like sometimes with some of them that they come with a ring and then you use one and you have to wash all of them. So there's the 1/4 cup of raspberries. I will put them in there. And I'm kind of of breaking up the raspberries a little bit. The next step is we're gonna need to zest the lemon, and unfortunately I have not gotten the new zester yet. I still have my old one, so I'm gonna use my old zester, but the new one, Sonia, actually, you but I think, did you use it, or you said something about it? I can't remember.
I used just the fine grater.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
okay.
That works just wonderful.
And I'm gonna use, this is one of our bar boards. We have 3 different sizes of cutting boards, and these are the old ones. The new ones actually have this gray edging on them that has measurements and also prevents them from sliding on your countertops. So I just have a lemon that's already been washed, and I have my old zester, and I'm just gonna zest. And what is nice about our new zester compared to this old one is this old one does like big pieces of zest. So usually what I end up doing is I end up kind of chopping them afterwards. With the new one, you don't have to worry about that. They definitely improved on that. And that's something you'll see with Pampered Chef, is that, you know, we're always looking to improve our products. Okay. Should probably be enough. And I'm going to use one of our forge knives. This is the 5-inch utility knife. And I have the whole set that comes with the block, but they also, a couple of them are sold separately. Whether you buy the set or you buy them separately, they all come with covers. So if you decide to store them in a drawer, you can kind of go through the drawer and you know that you're not going to cut yourself. They're also nice because if you take them anywhere, I'm one of those crazy people that when we used to go to the beach, I used to bring my knives with me and a couple of other things. So it's nice to know that you can pack up your knives and not worry about that. So this is the knife, and I am just gonna chop up the zest. And I need, let's see here. Okay, I need 1 teaspoon of zest, and I'm gonna use the measuring spoons, and they're just like the measuring cups. They all stack together, and the good thing is if you take one of them out, like I'm taking the 1 teaspoon now, I can snap them back together. So same thing, you can put them in your drawer, they're all together, and you don't have to worry about using one and having to wash them all because they're all stuck to a ring. Or the other part is when you just take them off the ring and then you can't find the one you need because it's lost somewhere. Okay. Go. Okay. The other good thing I like about this is that you can just put them down and they stay put. So if you're measuring a liquid or something, you don't have to hold it. You can actually put it down on your countertop and it's not gonna wobble all over the place. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the bowl with the raspberries. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side, and now I am gonna do the dough. And I'm just using the pie dough that comes in a package. I have had it sitting down on my countertop for a little bit, just so they get a little soft and they're easier to unroll. And I am gonna, this is the large groove cutting board. So as you can see, this side has a groove. So if you're doing something like, you know, cutting a watermelon or turkey or something that has a lot of liquid, the liquid won't go on your countertops, it would actually stay in the groove. So that's really nice. Big size too. I do like having the bigger one for some, when you're cutting big things. brush my hands. I went to get my kitchen shears and I just decided I'm just going to show you my whole knife block. Usually sits in the other countertop. The kitchen shears are part of the whole set that comes with it. And what is great about this is that they actually come apart. So when you wash them, you can get all the food out of them. And they're very, very strong. And they have a lifetime warranty, which is another thing I think is great for them. There we go. Okay, and this is another part where we're going to improvise a little bit. I unfortunately don't have the biscuit cutters, and I need the 3-inch one. So I found that my cup is 3 inches, so I'm just going to use this. And what I have to do is I have to cut 8 circles out of here. So I'm going to put them on another cutting board just to hold them. And this is one of our flexible cutting mats. They come in a set of 3. They are different colors, and each of them has something different. Like one has all the different knives and what their uses are. The other one talks about, like measurements. Like about a fist is about, one of your fists is about a cup, and a handful is about 1.5 ounces, different things like that. And then this one actually has how to cut different vegetables, dicing and julienne and things like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go put the circles in here. And they have the backing on this cutting boards. They have like a sticky backing so they don't slide all over your countertops, and they do come with a film that you're supposed to remove when you buy them. So that's something that I see often, that people are like, what's happening to my cutting board? The backing is coming off, and it is actually the film that is coming off. Okay. We have 8, and we can save all of this. The book actually gives some little suggestion that you can save it, and then you can cut little pieces, roll them up, and put like cinnamon and sugar on them and bake them, and you have like a little snack. I'm sure you could mix it all together and roll it out again and do other things with it too. Too much space in there. Okay, there we go.
She made it.
Oh, somebody else joined us. Hi.
Hey. Well, I've been trying to get it on my iPad, and that is just not working, so I'm on my phone.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, welcome. We're making some hand pies with the Deluxe air fryer. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put the filling in here.
So just to catch you up, Joanne, the filling, she put in some raspberry jam, some fresh raspberries, and some lemon zest, and mixed it all together.
Oh, okay. What is she making?
I'm making it's called hand pies.
Hand pies.
They're like, dessert right here is the picture.
They're delicious.
And I'm just using some dough that I bought at the store, the one that comes rolled out already. And so I cut 8 circles out of each piece of dough. And now I'm going to put some of the filling on each of them.
I can see you doing this with apples, or like the original recipe is blueberries, but
Exactly.
peaches, anything that you can make a pie out of, cherries.
Exactly. You can make all kinds of different. And now I'm just going to go ahead and put the other discs on top.
Hey, Joanne, can you mute your microphone if you're not talking, please? Because a lot of sounds come up when we're all on.
Really? There's nothing going on in my room, but okay.
I don't know, maybe it's me. Well, it went now. Did you guys hear it? Or is it just me?
Yeah, it was a weird sound.
Yeah.
Almost like a buzzing. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so now let me just wash my hands.
You can still talk, you just gotta mute and unmute.
So now I'm going to use my baker's roller, and the only reason I'm using it is because of this little tool that it comes with. It is a great tool to roll your dough, especially when you are trying to do it inside of like a pie dish or something, because you have the flat side, which, obviously if you're just rolling dough is great, but then this side is a little curved and it goes perfectly right up the size of your pie dish. And it also gets into like smaller spaces, but it comes with this little tool here and stuff. And I'm going to use this just to seal each of these pies. Oops.
I used that this morning when I was making that breakfast sausage pizza. And I used
yes, I saw that was in your picture.
I used the roller because it's crescent dough, flaky biscuits cut in half, like horizontally half, and then you put it all down and you use that roller to roll everything out, and it actually made like a whole pastry base. It was so good. I gotta share the recipe. I don't think I put it up there yet.
No, it sounds like a really good recipe.
Well, it's Pampered Chef, that's why. It's so good.
You have all kinds of really good recipes. And that's the best part. I don't know if all of you know, but if you go online to pamperedchef.com, you can search recipes, you can search by ingredients, you can search by products. And we have lots and lots of them. And some of them are pretty old and they are still favorites. I know back in the 90s, we went through the whole craziness with the rings made out of crescent rolls, and I still make them here at home all the time, and everybody loves them. and the recipes are still online. So, and this roller is funny. When I joined Pampered Chef 20 years ago, it used to be a wooden one. They changed it. They made it, plastic, and now it has this little tool that comes with it. So definitely a better tool these days. A lot more user-friendly, dishwasher safe. And the recipe said to put a tablespoon of filling in them. The last time I had issues because the filling was coming out the edges. I thought it was a little much, so I put a little bit less filling this time. Okay. Now, okay. Now, just got this. This is one of our paring knives. You can buy them by themselves or on sets of 3. They're extremely sharp, but they're great for all kinds of things in the kitchen. I actually had a friend that bought a bunch of them for Thanksgiving, so her kids could help her cook, and this is what they use. But okay, so I'm gonna make a couple of slits at the top of each of these. Okay.
They look so cute.
They are, and they're cute little thing to serve for dessert, or if you want in the middle of the afternoon with a cup of coffee or tea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I'm gonna use one of our 1-cup prep bowls. I'm gonna crack an egg. Let me see here. Okay. And I'm gonna use our stainless steel mini whisk. And this is a product that we had around years ago, and then it was retired. And people asked for it so much that this spring it came back. It's great for, you can whisk the egg, but also for other things. Like, I love it when you make the little packaged cocoa. When you add the water or the milk to it, it does a really good job getting to like the bottom of the cup, so you don't have all the cocoa left there. Sauces, all kinds of things. I actually have 3 of them in my kitchen, and sometimes they're all dirty because we use them so much. Okay, now I'm gonna use the Chef silicone basting brush. This one has a little hook on the side, so if you had a bowl, you could hang it in there. Obviously, it will be in the inside of the bowl. So like if you're doing a barbecue sauce or something, you can just hang it in there in between, and the sauce falls right back in the bowl. It's made out of silicone, which is great. I actually want to show you a comparison. This is the old version of the pastry brush from Pampered Chef. And I don't use it. I just keep it so I can show how ugly it looks and how bad it looks. And look at this one. And this one, believe it or not, is easily 15 years old. And it just washes so well. Can hand wash it, goes in the dishwasher. And also the head comes off. I'm not going to pull it off right now. But it comes off so you can wash it if you need to wash it separately. Okay, so now we're gonna put some of this egg on top of the mini pies.
Do any of you have the baster already that she's using? No? Yeah.
No, I don't.
No, it's really good. Like it picks up a lot of product, whatever you're putting on, but not so much that it's just dripping off. Like it holds it really well. So then when you go to apply it, it brushes really well on there.
Oh, okay.
Definitely one of my favorite.
And another great use for it, it's to put oil on your pans when you're cooking, because I mean, obviously it's better if you have our spritzer and you can spritz the oil on it. But if for some reason you can't, usually the commercial sprays will leave residue on your cookware that over time it will turn sticky and it won't come off. So before I had our kitchen spritzer, I would put a little bit of oil on one of these bowls and just or even pour a little bit of oil on the pan and then just brush it around. So it really helps with that. Okay, now I know that Sonia really likes this product. So this is our powdered sugar shaker. It has a lid, so if you have leftovers or if you want to just keep, say, your powdered sugar in here, you can do that all the time because it has a lid. I already have sugar and cinnamon in mine, and I am just going to go ahead and sprinkle it on top of the pies. This here.
I should make these for our next card class.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That'd be good.
Yes. You could even make a couple of different flavors too.
Oops.
Okay, so I am going to take you on a little trip with me to see the Deluxe air fryer.
Yay.
Let me see here. Oops.
Oh, we lost her.
Oh, sorry. Bear with me. I'm new with this technology stuff. Okay, so this is our Deluxe air fryer, and it does several things. Plug it in so you can see. So we have it air fries, bakes, roast, does the rotisserie, reheats, dehydrates, and it also has a custom setting so you can adjust the temperature and the time. All the other ones already have like a preset time temperature. This is the inside. You can see there's a lot of room in here. It comes with the 2 trays, and it comes with a drip tray. So, whenever you're making something that drips, it catches it. Also, a lot of people have been using this bottom tray to put something like, they'll put a rotisserie chicken up here, or a pork loin, and then underneath they'll put potatoes, and the drippings of the meat falls on the potatoes, makes it really good. And it comes with a couple of other things. I'll show you what. Right now, I'm just gonna take this. Okay. I'm gonna put the 2 trays in here. And I'm gonna use our kitchen spritzer, which I was telling you about before. Line any type of oil you want. I like to do olive oil, but I think, Sonia, you say you use avocado oil in yours.
Yeah.
And the way it works is the lid has this little thing, and you just pump it. And eventually you're gonna feel like a little bit of resistance in there. And then you just spray. And what you do is at the end, you unscrew so the air comes out and it releases the pressure, and that's how you store it. And you can also add spices, for example, to your oil. So you can do like an infusion, and the intake in here has like a little strainer in it, so only the oil comes out.
I think that was Marcy on here for a minute. We lost her.
Who, me?
No, we had someone else join, but she
Yes, I did see
disappeared.
there was somebody else. Okay, this is part of our multicolor kitchen utensil set, only that I have the old set that was all black. The new one comes in different colors. Each utensil is different colors, so it's a lot of fun. Adds a little color to your kitchen. And I'm gonna put 4 of the pies on each of these trays. Okay. I'm gonna go put them in the air fryer, and I'm gonna be right back to get the phone so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now let's see here. Okay, so as you can see, I already set them in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the wheel to bake. And it, as I was telling you before, it already has the temperature. You can't change the time. So I'm gonna push this button, and you can see the light for the time starts to blink. And then I push it again, and that's start. And it has a light, so you can always look at your stuff inside if you're curious how things are doing. And I just moved it a little bit away from the wall. It tells you to be 6 inches away from the wall. A great thing about it is that the heating element is at the top. So the heat comes out the top and the sides. A lot of people have been complaining with other air fryers that the heating element is in the bottom, and they were using it and it cracked their countertops. You don't have to worry about that one with ours. That's a question that we get often. It's like, hey, do I need to put something under the air fryer? You don't. You actually don't have to worry about that because it's not going to get hot underneath. Now, while that is going on, and what it's going to do is halfway through the time, it's going to beep 3 times, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to flip the trays. So everything, since the heating element is at the top, it tends to toast your or cook your top a little more like your top tray. So you flip them halfway through. And I only did 12 minutes. The recipe calls for 14, but I thought the last time I made them, they came a little darker than I wanted to, so I figured we better start with 12, and we can always add more time if we need to. So what I'm going to do now, while that's going on, is I am going to make a little sauce to drizzle on top.
It's really good.
Oh, I'm sorry?
I said it's really good. The sauce.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it. I made them a couple weeks ago, and I dropped one off at Sonia's house so she could try it beforehand and tell me if it was a recipe she liked or not. So this is part of our silicone bowl set. There's 3 of them. This is the smallest one. They come with a lid, and they're dishwasher safe. They go in your microwave, but they also can go in your oven. So you could actually bake directly in here if you needed to. And we have another set that is gray, and it comes with 6 of them, and they're all small. They're like 1 cup. They're also great for storing leftovers, or you can actually freeze whatever you have in there. Okay, so Okay, so I need a quarter cup of powdered sugar. And of course, the quarter cup is what I used before, so let me just quickly wash it. Okay, so tilt this so you can see what I'm doing. And the powdered sugar, I've been around for so long and I didn't know this. I just found out that you don't necessarily have to buy powdered sugar at the grocery store. You can make your own. All you need is regular sugar and a little bit of cornstarch. And I put it in our, oh gosh, I just went completely blank. On our mix.
The blender?
Blender, sorry. Yes, in the blender. Thank you. You just put the sugar in there. I can't remember off the top of my head how much sugar, but it was like a couple of cups of sugar and just like a tablespoon of the cornstarch, and you just blend it, and then that's how you get powdered sugar. Okay, and the lemon that we used earlier on, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna juice the lemon. And for that, I am gonna use our juicer, and it has measurements on the side so you know exactly how much you have. It also kind of like keeps the pulp out of your juice, it strains it. And then there's two settings. So you have like a complete opening in there, or I can switch it this way and it will once again strain. So if you really want no pulp whatsoever in your juice, you can do that. And I like that it gets all the juice out of there.
Hello.
Hi, we can't see your face. Who is it?
It's Wendy.
Hey.
I am so not ready to be on camera.
Well, this is going on YouTube, so if you don't want to be on
There you
YouTube,
go.
don't show your face.
just watch my
Ceiling?
Yes, the ceiling. Fan. My robot child.
And I was telling you earlier on about how I like that you can put our teaspoons on the countertop and they stay put so you can put liquid in them. You know what? I just heard the air fryer. So I need to go to the trays. I will take you with me, and I'm gonna use our microwave grips to do that. So all I do is I just open the door. You can see how the top ones are a little darker than the bottom ones. Okay. Before we return to the sauce, I'm going to show you the attachments for the air fryer. It comes with a basket, so you can do things like tater tots, fries, or vegetables. You can put different things in them. I haven't tried it, but people actually put popcorn kernels in there, and they make popcorn.
Wow.
And it comes. This is the tool it comes with that you take out the basket from the air fryer when it's hot. And it also comes with the spit. This is part of it. And then it has like little sharp ends that you put on it. So you can put a rotisserie chicken, or you can do like a pork loin or something like that. I also have heard of like people that have put cauliflower head on it to do like a roasted cauliflower. And the air fryer comes with all those parts. So they're all included. Okay, so I was showing you the sauce I was making. So it's just a teaspoon of lemon juice with the powdered sugar. And there it is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare for when everything comes out of the air fryer. And I'm getting, this is part of our cooling racks. They're stackable, so you can just use it like that, or it has little legs that you can actually pull out, and you can have it higher, so if you need something that needs more air to go through it, like you can put like a pie dish in here to cool, and so there will be more airflow, or you can stack one on top of the other. So it's great Christmas times when you're baking cookies. You can actually stack a couple of them, one on top of the other, and you don't use a lot of room on your kitchen counter, especially if you have a smaller kitchen or you have limited space. Then you can just stack several of them and have all your cookies cooling in there. So I am going to put one of our cutting mats underneath, so when I drizzle the sauce on top of the hand pies, that'll make a mess.
Hey, Wendy, while we're not talking, we're just muting ourselves so there's no background noise.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
How do I do that? There it is.
Click on the screen. I don't know.
There, you got it.
Yeah, you can still talk, just like, but when we're not talking, we're just muting it because we notice that these rooms pick up all kinds of background noise, stuff you can't even hear yourself. You're like, wait, what? It's weird.
Thanks for letting me know.
Okay, and I forgot to tell you, as a thank you to Sonia's for having the party, I am gonna be giving you one of our season's best cookbooks. These little cookbooks come with like 15 recipes, and it's really nice because each recipe has color pictures, so you can see exactly what you're gonna be making.
Nice.
So, thank you for having the party. I really appreciate it. And I don't know, did I include it in your envelope or did I not?
Oh, I'm like.
I did. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Yes.
I did, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I already have it, and it's awesome. I can't wait to you like cook some of the things in there because they're new recipes I don't have yet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and that's the nice thing. We come out with a new one every season,
Yes.
and there are recipes that are not out. They're not on our website yet. So it's nice to have them. They're only $2, and they make a great greeting card. That's what I like about them. It's something where you can just get one, write a message for your friend or family member, and you give them that. And then every time they use it, they're going to think of you. And unlike a card, you go to the store, you buy a card, unless you make a beautiful
we
one.
make our cards.
I don't think this is greeting cards anymore because I make my own cards. But if you don't make cards like Sonia and I do, you can actually use this, and people will remember. They won't throw a $5-6 card in the trash. Okay, the air fryer just beeped, so I am going to go and get the stuff and bring it over here. Joanne,
wake up. Ah! Oh, that's funny.
And I'm gonna use our hot pan trivet to put the trays on. I just wanted to let you know, mine are red. The new ones are actually gray. So we don't have red anymore. This is just the old color. They look exactly the same, only that they come in gray. This is our mini oven mitts, in case you're wondering, because they're kind of weird shaped. So
They look like sock.
I just stack one inside of the other to store them.
They look like sock puppets. You know, like the sock puppets.
Yes, people were, when they came out, they were all kidding about like the Baby Shark song, and they were like using them for that. Okay.
Ooh.
And now I'm just gonna use our mini serving spatula. This is one of our best sellers, and I believe it was like Good Housekeeping actually feature it, and what a great spatula it is. You can use it for all kinds of things. You can use it for serving things like this, but it's also great like if you make brownies, and you know, unless you use our brownie pan that it already gives you like single servings, if you just have a whole brownie dish, you can actually use it to cut your brownies. You can use this as the guide for the measuring of the size of the brownies, and so you can cut them with that, and then you can serve them with it. Oops. Trying to make sure that they're on top of the cutting board underneath, so I don't drip all over the place when I put the sauce on them. Okay. And the nice thing about all of these things is that if they got dirty by, you know, like now that I put the racks on top of it, or the trays, or this gets dirty, you can wash them in. So they always look nice and clean. So now I'm gonna take this sauce I made earlier, and I'm just gonna drizzle it on top of the pan fries. Okay, and that's it. And as you can tell, it took 12 minutes to do this. I didn't have to turn my oven on. I just had to use my air fryer. And that's another great thing about it, is that especially during the summer, it doesn't make your kitchen hot, and you don't have to preheat. So you just put your stuff for the amount of time and it's done. So,
Wow.
do any of you have any questions?
Everyone's so quiet.
No questions here. No questions.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you all for participating in the party. I just figured that you couldn't see this before. I was drizzling and nobody could see. Sorry about that.
We could see it.
Thank you for.
I guess I do have a question.
Yes.
Is the air fryer only available to hostesses at
Right
this
now
time?
it is.
Do you know?
As you've heard, our company got hit with the whole COVID, kind of caused problems, and some of our suppliers and our supply chain were affected. So the decision was made that for a couple of months until things got a little better, we were only going to have them available for hostesses.
Okay.
And if you host a party in August, you do get, once your party reaches 650, that's when you can pick the air fryer as one of your 60% off items. And you can pick it by itself or as a set. And this set now is going to include one of the new products that will be released in September. But as a hostess, you will get that in August.
Okay.
And it's like a whole set of skewers that rotates with, you put it where the
Okay.
brisket is.
Ooh, so you could do kebabs and stuff?
Exactly.
Ooh. So if you have a party, if you book a party from my party, and then I can come to your party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Kebabs at home, yeah.
Yeah.
And if any of you books a party, then Sonia also gets to pick an item at your party for 50% off. So that's one of the great things about being a hostess, is that then when people book off of your party, you get to pick an item at 50% off at that party.
Cool. I'll shop, you know that. Because I don't have enough. I've got so much Pampered Chef, but I can never have enough Pampered Chef. It's ridiculous. I use it all the time. So you see like me posting the pictures and everything. That's stuff I actually use every day, so every time I cook. But
yes, that's the great thing. You can use it all the time. It's not something that you only use, every once in a while. You use it every day. And, this stuff lasts forever. I mentioned before, I was a consultant actually about 20 years ago. And then I decided that I was going to go do something else. And I came back about almost 2 years ago. Because I missed it so much, and I also love the product so much. And as a consultant, you get the perks of, you can earn the new products for free. So when, like in September, the new products are coming out, and I already got a box of free stuff, of the new stuff that is going to come out in September. So you can earn that. So I was like, why wouldn't I be a consultant? I can get a discount, I can get all this free stuff. So but anyway, what I was getting to is that I still have some of my products from 20 years ago, and they are still working fine, and they last forever. And actually, my daughter is getting married next month, and she got a box of stuff, just like Sonia was mentioning with her daughter. I think my daughter got, okay, so we came out with new batter bowls. Here's the old ones for you. And she's getting all these quality products to start her kitchen with, and she's in the gift registry for Pampered Chef, so she's gotten a few things as wedding gifts, so it's really nice. And my son got my old pots and pans, so.
When I was selling Pampered Chef myself, I did some vending events, and the food chopper, people would come up and go, oh my gosh, I love that thing. I've had mine for 20 plus years, and then they're still using it, and it's still sharp and it still works. And I was like, I don't know how, but 20 plus years.
For some reason, it loses its sharpness. We actually sell a sharpener.
I have it. The sharpener.
Yeah, the sharpener will sharpen your knives, your scissors, the food chopper, and the blades for the manual food processor.
Yeah. I love that thing too, the manual food processor. The guacamole. Jasmine and I never ate guacamole, right? Couldn't stand it. We're like, disgusting. Until we made the Mile High Nachos recipe, and it had a recipe for fresh guac. And I'm like, you know what? I'll try it. So I made it up. That changed the tide. Seriously, we eat guac now. We literally eat guac. But that was so delicious, and it's done in the manual food processor. It's so good. I need to go make some. I'm like... It's good.
The man food processor is great. Like if you have arthritis, because you can use your hand open, you use just the palm of your hand to make it work. And it's so easy to use. I actually have a video on my Facebook page of my nephew. At the time he was 2, and he was helping me cook, and he's sitting there just doing it, having the time of his life. So it's, easy enough for a 2-year-old to use. So
Yeah.
definitely a great product. But I do have to say, the food chopper has a special place in my heart because that was my first product I ever bought from Pampered Chef.
Oh.
So,
Oh. I don't even remember the first thing I bought. It may have been the mix and chop and
Okay.
probably the food chopper because I've had it forever. But I love that mix and chop too. Used it this morning cooking my sausage.
it's great.
Yeah.
I use it all the time. So, and it's another great product, and it's, something, it's only $15. It's a great gift too, great stocking stuffer. And you will use it all the time.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's probably, I think, one of the best-selling items on Pampered Chef. People are like, oh, have you got that thing? That and the food chopper. Oh,
Yes.
look who showed up. Hey, Norma.
Hi.
Hi.
Just heads up, this is going on
Figure out how
YouTube.
to open the camera.
What?
Oh, share my screen. Okay, there you go. Continue. Start now. Okay. Me and electronics, I'm not very good at this, Sonia.
I know you were on and now it's just your face, like your profile picture. But this is going on YouTube, just so you know. So we can share it with everyone.
That's a good idea. Put it there.
Yeah. And then I can link all your if you send me all your links, like to your Facebook page, to all that, I'll put that in the description too.
Okay.
So people can
Sounds
find you.
Okay, I'll message you all that. So
Norma,
Anyway,
click that button again that says share your screen, and then we'll be able to see your face. The button.
the camera is off now. That's what it says on mine.
Oh, click your camera button, Norma. There you go.
There you are.
Yay.
So I was gonna say, the link for placing an order is on the group. You can just click on it. It takes you directly to the Pampered Chef website and to Sonia's party. So you don't have to do anything else. And then you just sign in and place your order. And once the party's over, I will post in the group telling you that the party has been submitted, so everybody knows that the orders have been sent. So if you place your order before we submit, just know that your credit card will be pretty much in limbo. Your payment will be in limbo, so your credit card doesn't actually get charged until I submit the party. So if you place your order today, but we close in 2 days, those 2 days, the charge is just going to be kind of in limbo. So I just wanted to let you know about that. And if you have not been in the group, there's all kinds of posts and information in the group. I would encourage you to join and scroll back through it. Anything else, Sonia? Anything else you want to add?
No, I can't think of anything. I'll probably think of things afterwards and be like, should have said that. But thanks everyone for coming and joining. Even though Norma, I recorded it. I think I recorded it. So I'm going to try to figure that out and upload it to YouTube so we can play it all back. Carmen showed us how to make these fruit ham pies in the air fryer. Those, and they taste really good. So I'm thinking I might have to make some for the next carb class. Like make a variety of different pies. They're very yummy. So do you have any questions, Norma, since you came, about any of the products or about anything? Norma? Can you hear me, Norma?
Doesn't seem like she can.
I don't think she can. I don't think she can. Okay. No, do you got anything? Anyone got any questions?
Nope.
Okay.
No, thank you for hosting the party, Sonia.
Thank you.
I've got my list going.
Yeah, me too. I got a list.
Yeah, me too. I have mine going too.
I might keep adding stuff.
And well, remember if you add it and then you want to, because you can earn, that's why I host as well, because you can get a discount that, Pampered Chef rewards. If you have a catalog, look on the back. If not, I believe Carmen posted in the group, but they really reward their hosts with some excellent rewards. Like I wish Stampin' Up had rewards like Pampered Chef does, for real. So.
I know. That is one of the things that I absolutely loved about Pampered Chef, but was that the rewards that you get. And Sonia says in the back of the catalog, it tells you what you get. It is very generous. You get lots of free stuff. You get discounts. Every month there's a host special that is a product or several products. You can pick one at 60% off. You get 10% off for a whole year. So there are all kinds. If you have questions about it, I will be very happy to explain. It's also online. And the other thing we do is we also don't forget about our guests. When your order is $80 or more, you get a free item. So make sure that if your order gets to $80 before shipping and tax, click on that free item.
Yeah.
Right now, I believe we have the tomato knife and the.
Oh, I see Sonia.
Hi.
Can you hear us now? Norma?
Modern technology. I don't think she has the volume on.
Probably not. A big learning curve for all of us.
Yeah.
And I appreciate all of you being patient with me, because this was, believe it or not, was my first party that I was doing virtually like this on video. So
Yay. Good job.
You did a good job, Carmen.
Thank you.
I know it can be a little unnerving getting in front of even though it's like you do it in front of people, it's different when someone's like recording you and watching you and like, I'm gonna play everything back, but you did really good. So, and the pies look amazing.
I was telling Mark the other thing is, it's like, because I haven't used all this technology, I don't know what if something goes wrong. What do you do? So that was my biggest fear, was how am I gonna get this to work right? But I think we did it.
Mm-hmm. I think we did great, and we got quite a few people in here, and I think if you keep doing it, just as long as you get the screen recording going, which is easy to do with QuickTime, then you can always play it back for other people. So
yes.
Did it give you an option to record when you opened up the room? No. So it's not like Facebook Live. So
no, you know what? I did some research before the party after you had asked me, and they did say that you cannot record. So
yeah, maybe for privacy reasons or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's why I put a disclaimer in here that everyone's going on YouTube. So you didn't speak up, so that means you're good with it.
That's good.
Yeah. Except for Norma, because she couldn't hear us.
Any more questions? I'll let you go and get back to your day. And thank you for joining us. I really appreciate you being part of the party.
Thank you. This was great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.
You too.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
bye.
We should do a crafting party next in a Facebook room. I don't know how to stop my recording.
There's Joanne.
Shift Command 5.